Kule nyuma, wale watu ambao hawana kazi huko nyuma, hebu nione kwa mkono.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Yesterday, as we all know, the president decided to do the Lord's work by firing all the CSS that were under him, saying, according to the Gen Z's request or the Gen Z's force, which has been happening for the past 4 weeks now.
Mr. President, I've been told that you're a very prayerful man. This is the word of the Lord for you. Please fire all cabinet secretaries before Thursday. Please fire all permanent secretaries before Thursday. Please fire all heads of parastatals and other government officials. Mr. President, we are coming to State House on Thursday at 11 a.m. I will be accompanied by 100 women dressed in white, just mama mbogas. I'll be accompanied by 100 men dressed in white, just for the borders. I'll be accompanied by 100 young people dressed in white, just youths. Mr. President, please request and ask the police to put down their guns. Mr. President, we need to talk, not on Twitter, not on TV. Mr. President, see you on Thursday at 11 a.m. at State House.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Yesterday, as we all know, the president decided to do the Lord's work by firing all the CSS that were under him, saying, according to the Gen Z's request or the Gen Z's force, which has been happening for the past 4 weeks now. So yesterday, the president decided now to do what the Gen Zs wanted. And right now, we don't have any CS occupying any office. Both the CS of education, the road and transport, all of them are gone. And I think I said here yesterday that now that the CSs have gone, what is the way forward? Because we know very well that a country should also run with the CSs. The CSs are the ones that are supposed to help the president. The Gen Zs have given out the list of the requirement or the qualifications for one to be appointed as the CS. And we know that what the Gen Zs want is what will be done. Because right now, it is the government against the Gen Zs. And the Gen Zs are saying that it is like right now they are the opposition. Because the opposition leaders and the people, those who are in the opposition are not doing what is supposed to be done. And before I read for you what the list or the requirements that the Gen Zs have given for one to be appointed by the president to become the CS, there is something here that I want us to talk about. The president fired all the CSs, and then he retained Musalia Mudavadi and I think 3 of the people that helps him. We know very well that the office of Musalia Mudavadi is unconstitutional. And right now, people are on the street saying that Musalia Mudavadi too must go. So the question is, if the president fired Attorney General, that is Muturi, what about the person that his office is unconstitutional?
Mudavadi must go! Mudavadi must go! Mudavadi must go! Mudavadi must go!
Why is it that he was retained? Here is the answer. The reasons why William Ruto retained Musalia Mudavadi in the office is, we all know what happened. Musalia Mudavadi decided to abandon or to dismantle his party, that is the ANC, and joined it together with the UDA forming one alliance, saying that that is the party that he feels safe when he works under. So William Ruto was not stupid not to fire Musalia Mudavadi, because he knows very well that if he makes a mistake of firing Musalia Mudavadi, then that collaboration between the two of them will go in vain. And he will not get the votes of the people of Western that are under ANC. So the question is the president's decision to retain Musalia Mudavadi simply because of the joint alliance between them be safe, or it will have a lot of problems? Jumping to our discussion, but before we do that, please, I would like to ask you, if you're meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like and drop me a comment and tell me where you're watching us from. If you're within the country, you can tell me which country are you watching us from. And if you're outside the country, it's also good to tell me which country are you watching us from and how these videos are reaching you. As I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. I'll not fail to appreciate those who have been giving us support. People like Helmet254, people like Everson Siringa, people like Helium. Thank you very much for the support that you're giving me every now and then. And thank you for your concern. I'm seeing you're still asking kama sijapona. I know I'll be well. I'm under medication, and I know that I'll be fine. I asked the doctor, and he told me that maybe it's fatigue, but I know that all shall be well. Now I want to read for you the Gen Z's requirement for one to be appointed as the CS. This is what the Gen Z's are saying, and they are very strict on this. They are saying that this is what the letter reads: the next CSS. Qualifications of the new cabinet secretaries in Kenya. Number 1, it must be a Kenyan of sound mind, and an age of 25 to 60. So if you are between the age of 25 to 60, you qualify to become the next CS. That is number 1. The second requirement that the Gen Zs are saying is that you must have a clean integrity record devoid of corruption or adverse mention in any report in Kenya or international. That is number 2. The third one, they are saying that must have a clean judicial record, not having been sued for any criminal or civil matter touching on fraud or theft. Number 4, they're saying that have a clean and demonstrable wealth accumulation, which clearly corresponds to the tax declaration made in the last 10 years. And then number 5, should have not been quoted or recorded or heard uttering any words or act in a manner disparaging or in any way deeming Kenyan sovereignty, Kenyan's constitution. Number 6, should have knowledge and experience in the matter of the ministry's appointment. Number 7, should not be a relative, neighbor, or a campaigner or a friend of the president. Number 8, in addition, a person shall only be considered if he or she is willing to. Point number 8, Roman A. If he is willing to, Roman A, be subjected to public scrutiny, including Gen Z's investigation. Part B, earns and live exclusively on the revised salary of a cabinet secretary of cash 600,000. Number 6, Part C, use a Toyota Corolla or a vehicle of similar capacity, value, and reputation for official duties. Part D, work without special security, in bracket, when you do justice, why security? Part E, work without a chase car except for the ministers of defense and interior, who shall be entitled to only one more security car. Part E, no priority in traffic nor special lights in cars nor siren. NB, note below, should not have served as CS or PS in the past government, including Ruto's government. Hashtag, is this too much to ask? So those are the requirements that the Gen Zs have put in place. For someone, before now you will be appointed again to be a CS, those are the qualifications that you must have. And they have noted below that you must not have served as either CS or a PS anywhere. So it means that people like Matiang'i, that maybe the proposals here and there that they should come back on board again, I don't think if they will be qualified according to the Gen Zs. No, there is something that I want to ask here, or there is something that I want to talk about here. I want us to take a look at the last PSS and the last CSS, those who are fired yesterday. When you look at the majority of them were politicians. So it means that the reasons why they were not performing their work in their various departments, people like Moses Kuria, people like Murkomen, people like Nakumincha, is because they were concentrating too much on politics more than what they're supposed to do. As a minister of roads, you're supposed to find a way of working with the people who build roads or who repair roads. But instead, you keep on politicking every now and then. Here and there, we're talking about politicians. You are the one who knows what is being done in politics, how William Ruto is working, how William Ruto is not working. So those are the things that made these CSS to fail. Somebody like Nakumincha was used to attend various burials, talking about politics, praising William Ruto the way William Ruto is good. Somebody like Aisha Juma. And I think there was a time that I even asked here, that what is the work of Aisha Juma? What was the function of Aisha Juma in her office? No one knows. But right now, things are tough, and things are going to be tough. And I also said that for the coming years, the Gen Zs are going to change the politics of this country. And they have completely changed. The moment I told you that the moment the Gen Zs entered parliament, was the turnaround of Kenyan politics. And right now, they have declared that they are going to say what should be done according to the way they feel it needs to be done. And they have also declared that after finishing with Kenya, they are going to help the Ugandans to send Yoweri Kaguta Museveni home, saying that ni wakati ambapo ancestors pia wanafaa kwenda kupumzika nyumbani. So that is all I had for today. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Professor Wino. Bye-bye.